Well, let's begin with Theo, please.
Okay. It'll take just a few seconds. It is the beginning, is it not?
Theo, do you remember me from our last engagement?
We are aware of you, yes.
Good to have you back.
We are appreciative of the opportunity to serve. You may ask?
What has changed since the last time we spoke?
What you're observing is the chaos within this world that is for the change of consciousness in the human experience, and the recognition of each and every one of you more powerful than you know you are, and coming into a solid state of unconditional love of self, which then radiates out into the world to bring peace.
There seems to be a consciousness shift going on the planet. Do you sense that too?
We are aware of it. We've been speaking that this is happening. This is the time you're living in, and each and every one of you is a participant in this shift of consciousness.
What is happening to humanity now?
Becoming aware of more than you think you are. Your souls are eternal. You're having a human experience. And coming into this time, there's a greater awareness of that power within.
This kind of change, as I'll call it, in humanity, is it a positive thing or a negative thing?
It's a very positive thing. However, to shift out of the old paradigm, the old way of being that has been thousands of years passed along, it is moving out of the old default system of fight, flight, fear, freeze that was originated in the first humans for survival, and then continuously throughout every generation passed along. Now you're breaking out of that mold, the old way of being, into a new default system as you change limiting beliefs in each and every one's minds. You're changing neural pathways in the brain to a default system of greater creativity and positivity.
Theo, we seem to be a planet of hate and wars, killings. Is that ever going to stop?
There will be peace on your planet, but it comes from the inner to the outer. And yes, it has been such because survival has been such a dominance in minds, and the feelings of not enough. There's not enough for everybody. And what we wish you to know, there is. And you're better together than you are separate. You're a collaborative species. Yes, you compete at different things that grow you, but collaboration is what you'll find to elevate this planet in this consciousness. And you will observe new foundations, structures, ways of being on the planet that haven't been expressed up until now. As you collaborate together, come together as the one species that you are, you all want the same things. As a collective, you want a life well lived, love and be loved. All of the things that make one's life a joy.
Theo, when you look at a little child, a little human child, what do you think of that person's future?
We see, though the body is small, that doesn't mean the soul is. And so this body is here as the earth suit, as the vehicle for this soul to have an impact on human life and human existence on this earth planet. And what will be known by humans as we look at these youngs that are to be participating in way showers in this new world as the powerful beings that they are. If you all could see yourselves as we see you, there would be no discontent.
Sheila had mentioned to us earlier that there are 12 dimensions out there and that we are in the 5th right now. What is the 5th compared to the other 7, let's say?
The 5th is a human experience. In your body, you're experiencing these vibrational frequencies of the dimension that are opening humans up even more to the possibility and soul connectivity consciously. And the 6th will be the same, of the fuller expression of that power physically on the planet. The other 6, to bring out the 12, are the etheric dimensions. Their vibrational frequencies very refined that allow for greater creativity, which you have access to consciously.
What gets us to these various dimensional levels?
In this time, it's the change of the energy on the planet and the body acclimating to this access.
Are the higher dimensions better than the lower dimensions?
One is not greater than another. They're just different. It's like the notes of a song. They're all important, aren't they? And they're all vibrational frequency.
Correct.
And to have the beauty of the song, all are equally important, are they not?
What gets us to these other dimensions? How do we do that?
To be aware of them, a conscious intention of awareness, and meditation is a key tool to have a greater awareness.
Ascension. What does that mean to you, Theo?
It means many different things to many people, but what we would say here, it is the path to enlightenment. And what is enlightenment? But a lightness of being, a lightness of heart, and a solid state of unconditional love for self and others.
Are there many other living organisms out there in the universe?
Yes.
Hundreds? Millions?
Billions.
Have they visited planet Earth?
Some have, yes. Can you imagine that your neighbor is one?
I can't imagine that.
Why we say this is Earth is only one choice for a soul to have a life.
What makes Earth so special, Theo?
The beauty, the experience of the body, the interactions with each other in a physical way.
What about the devil? Where does the devil come in?
That's a consciousness. It is not a being. Some embody what one might call the devil, which is evil, but it's all about how one thinks about the self. And each of you have the power of utilizing energies that are of the etheric nature, you might say, magical nature, but it's a mindset, and often based in fear.
Have you ever turned down an assignment?
No.
Who assigns you?
It is that source of unconditional love, which you call God force. There are many words that have been used for it, but in the human existence, in all religion, in all language, there's a certain vibration to the word of God, which is that sound of awe. And we wish you all to have awe in your life.
Theo, what would you say you are? You're an archangel, but what is that?
You could say, in your chronological thinking in human experiences up until now, there is a hierarchy, but we like to say one is not greater than another. We could say we are managers of the legions of angels.
Have you ever been a human?
No.
Do you wish you were?